Well, welcome back to Vermont. It's the 10th of July, and it's been a while since I've posted a video, but I thought this would make a nice opportunity. So I've been looking for a while for a trailer to haul around a zero-turn mower and bicycles and odds and ends, and found one on Craigslist that I picked up within the last few days. This is a 5x10, and I think it's about 20 years old. And the other day, it came with these wooden sideboards, which I thought were pretty handy, but they were on the inside of the metal rails all the way to the floor. So the first part of my project here, and I'm not showing it on this video, but I rearranged the sideboards, mounted them exterior to the post holes, and set the first plank up on the steel rail. So I needed to do that to be able to allow my mower to have the full width to climb up into this trailer. Anyway, the project I'm working on here today is to relocate the spare tire bracket. Here's the before picture showing, of course, the tires laying in the driveway, but you can see what I've got. I'm really happy with this. Again, it's about a 20-year-old trailer, and I paid $600 for it. It'll eventually need all new decking boards, but I think it's going to come in real handy for my purposes. So here I just want to show you, the front is removable. The front of the sideboards pulls out, and I'm just trying to show you the spare tire mounting bracket. It used to be clamped on to the tongue of the trailer here, approximately in this location, and I want to relocate it from there up here, approximately where I'm showing you, up on the front of the frame. And the reason is, when it was down on the tongue of the trailer, it would get in the way if you're going up and through a valley or over a hill. There's times where the spare tire would rub on the ground and be in the way of the adjustable stand, the rolling wheel on the tongue. When that folds up, it could be in the way there. So showing you another angle of the relocation. So of course, it's a good idea to do a decent job prepping. I would say I do a decent job. I don't spend a lot of time on it here. Just trying to get some clean metal to mount the bracket to on that edge, and up underneath the angle iron here across the top, beneath the top. So it's been quite a while since I've done any welding, and if I ever had an edge or a knack for it, I need to relearn it here. So, but it's a good project, and I'm really glad to have at least basic capabilities to do things such as this. So just taking the wheel off from the bracket so that I can prep the welding areas and clean the paint off the bracket there where it's going to join up to the trailer, and more easily handle it without the weight of the wheel on it. Just getting the welder set up. Sometimes I forget to turn on the gas. I did not forget that this time, and the way I have this set up with a 240 volt on the wall, I don't know why, if it's necessary. I leave the breaker off until I'm using it, so part of my safety practice. And again, haven't welded for a while, so need to take a look at where to dial in the welder, at least where to start. So it's hard to see here, but I think I'm in approximately 18 gauge material, maybe 20 gauge material. Just as a place to start, 18 volts, 170 inches per minute. So that's where I set the machine just to get started, and I didn't make any adjustments for this little job. Well, you'll see here I didn't have a good ground connection as I tried to strike an arc. Nothing happened. So take care of that and get right back at it. Well, here's the finished product, and it's not the best welding at all. Certainly not an example on YouTube of good welding practice, but it's on there, and as they say, it's not going anywhere. So I'm real happy with that. And I guess the larger point that I'd like to share is if anybody desires to learn welding and just hasn't begun that effort, I would encourage you to do it. I have been wanting to weld for years and took a course several years ago, introductory welding, at my local, I think it was associated with one of the local tech schools. And that really got me over the learning curve early and built some confidence and safety awareness and things like that. So it's been so handy around the house. And I would just recommend any of you folks that are interested to just get over the hump and learn the skill. It'll pay you back right away. Even just the other day, I was stacking wood, and I had a wheelbarrow loaded with firewood and making my way from the raw pile to the wood pile where I'm stacking it, and the wheel on the wheelbarrow fell off, came apart, and the whole load dumped on the ground. And it was the reason is that the axle in the wheelbarrow worked its way loose out of these two clamps. You can see here there's the only thing that keeps the axle rod from sliding left or right completely out of the retainers is there's two pressed dimples, one on each side, and you can see them there. And anyhow, after years of use, they had worked loose, and the axle had room to slide out, and that's what happened. So no big deal, just reassembled it. Didn't even need to get out any tools, just took the axle out, reset it in through the wheel and back through those U-bolts, and pulled out the welder and just welded a nail across each side of it so that the axle was captive and retained. And that's problem solved. Without a welder, it would have just been a big frustration. So it comes in handy, and if there's any value to this video, maybe take it as encouragement to go out and learn the skill and practice it. And with that, I'll say have a great day. Thanks for visiting Vermont. It's nice to be back on YouTube. I've been busy and distracted from that with more important priorities. So good to have a video back up, and I hope you all have a great day and a happy 250th to America.